Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Napolitano. Today I'm going to show you how to create a hole in an object. So this is the lesson called Creating Holes. So if we go over to the left-hand side of the screen and start to read the directions, it says Creating Holes. In this project you will learn how to remove material from another shape using the hole feature. And next. Creating holes. It's time to create some holes, so let's get started. Instructions. 1. Drag a blue polygon shape to the work plane and place it in the area outlined in orange. So if you notice over here on the work plane, we've got this wrench shape plus a polygon shaped hint. So if I come over to the basic shapes here, I'm going to look for the blue polygon. And here it is. So I'm going to take it and drag it over and place it in the hint. I'm going to scroll in a little bit closer to make sure I've placed it correctly. I'll use my arrow keys to move it a little bit more exactly. Okay, there we go. Number 2, did you know you can change any shape into a hole tool? Yep, you sure can. Select the polygon by left-clicking on it, then select the hole option in the inspector window in the near upper right corner of the editor window. So that's a little bit confusing, but this right here, this little box that pops up when you select an object, that is the inspector window. So notice that I clicked on the work plane and it went away, but if I click on the polygon again, it'll pop up. So the inspector window is what you can use to make an object into a hole. So it says, if we go back to the directions, select the polygon by left-clicking on it, then select the hole option. So I've already selected the polygon. You know that it's selected because the handles have shown up. So then it's currently on solid, but if I select hole, it changes into this sort of transparent gray, and that means this is now a hole. However, that doesn't mean that we're finished here. So let's go to the next step. All right, group the shapes. You are almost done. Now you have both your shapes, but you need to group them to remove the hole material. Instructions. 1. Select both objects by pressing and holding the Shift button, then click on each shape with your left mouse button. Group them together by clicking the Group button in the toolbar menu. So that again is a little bit confusing, but there are 2 ways that I can select both objects for grouping. 1, I can hold down my Shift key on my keyboard and click on the polygon and click on this wrench. Now both objects are selected. I would then go up here, and this is the Group button right here. So if I click on that, it groups them together, and you may have noticed that the material in here has disappeared, making this into a real wrench. But there's also another way I can group objects, so I just undid that. So I can hold down Shift and click on both objects, or if I click outside of the work plane or outside of the object, if I click and drag, this dotted red line shows up. I drag it around everything I want grouped together, I let go, and now both objects are again selected. So I would hit the Group button, and there we go. Next, and I did it. I'm done. This is now a wrench. Thanks everybody. Bye.